What's up, everyone? We're doing it again. Going with the Outer Wilds. About this jam. Wake up. Let's go to the ship. Decide what we're gonna do. Yesterday we explored Dark Bramble. Found out finally how to get to the core of Giant's Deep. Part of that was finding Feldspar on Dark Bramble, so that was really cool to discover that. A couple of things. Let's see. Got the orbital probe cannon. Looks like most of that stuff figured out. I finally figured out, I think, the rest of it yesterday. What else we have? Today, we're going to explore some more of the twins. The Ember Twin and Ash Twin. Let me try to see if I can't find out about Sun Station. And then the Quantum Moon is another big one that I have yet to figure out completely. So I gotta figure out how these shuttles operate and how I can get to the Quantum Moon. I think from the shuttles, the big thing would be, I'm wondering if I need to keep a picture of the Quantum Moon. That is only for like quantum for the quantum shards. That's another place. Lakebed Cave is another place I can possibly explore at Ember Twin. So yeah, some cool spots we're gonna check out here. So that's where we're going to head to first. Whitehole Station. Ash Twin Towers. I feel like some stuff I'm missing there, but one's hard to explore because they start off. I feel like you have to explore them relatively late. Sun Station. We're gonna go back to Smart Quantum Caves. See if that gives us anything. What's up, Arcanias? How are you? Mysteries are we solving today? Today, we're going to, ship log here, we're going to explore Ember Twins, or the twin planets. They call them on here. Hourglass Twins, that makes sense. The Hourglass Twins. On here as well. These are the planets that are closest to the sun, and the way that they are set up is we have Ash Twin, which is pretty much a sandy planet, or it starts as a sandy planet, And then as this game is going through its 22-minute progression, the sand is falling into the equator of Ember Twin. And so it's losing sand, and Ember Twin is gaining sand. So sometimes some of these caves, you'll see the sand levels start to rise, and you're like, oh god, I gotta get out of here. The sand's gonna crush me. Some of the things we gotta figure out here is possibly the gravity cannon. I feel like this is, oh, the interlopers is another one we could go to. Two things with the gravity cannon. I suspect one is this is how you possibly get to this place here, Sun Station. Another thing with the gravity cannon is I think that's how we would need to get to the Quantum Moon, which is this hidden moon in outer space that will randomly disappear, and it goes around all the different planets here. It's kind of random which one it'll go around, but we have this Quantum Moon locator located on Ember Twin. I don't really know if it tells us that much to help us unravel the mystery other than it travels around all 5 planets. So, a lot we're doing, a lot we're hoping to accomplish today. We'll see. First, we're going to explore these quantum caves. The quantum caves say the Nomai noticed a strange wandering rock that appeared in multiple caves on Ember Twin's northern hemisphere. I found a strange rock shard that moved when I'm not watching. It emits a signal on the quantum fluctuations frequency. We're going to chase this rock around a bit. Another thing I've learned is that with these quantum shards or quantum rocks, one, I can find where they're at with these quantum fluctuation ray gun here. Two, if I took a picture, if I decide to take a snapshot and have it up like that, as long as that picture's there, the rock will not move. The moment I turn around and not look at the rock, it'll disappear. Down here. And I'm here trying to solve what to make for dinner. I already got that solved. I cooked a bunch of spaghetti last night, so. Okay, so Quantum Caves Mystery. See, watch. As long as I'm... Oh, never mind. Now it's going to disappear because I let it out of my sight. If I go like this... that. Now it won't disappear. Now it will. God dang it. It's because I keep putting the gun away. That's okay. Friends, if you find any signal of Coleus, I implore you to tell me. He vanished without a trace during our research trip and has been missing ever since. So this is a Nomai who is exploring these caves. Her name is Melore, and her friend Coleus went missing on one of these rocks. So we're going to try to uncover that. Melore, Burr says, Melore, some of us from the Sunless City are here to help search for Coleus. Can you tell us more about your expedition? Melore says, you have my gratitude. Burr, Coleus and I were... you have my gratitude, Burr. Coleus and I were studying the cave's geology. We hope to learn more about a unique and wandering rock that visits several different caves in the area. Anona says, where was young Coleus lost, Melore? Melore says, he disappeared in the cave at the bottom of the dry lake bed at the North Pole. It happened in an instant and without warning. So now I gotta go to the cave. Bottom of a dry... So I bet when the rock disappeared, the cave filled up with sand. No, she would have been in there too. He fell through the hole. And then this says, Mallory says, I turned away from Coleus to examine a sample, and when I turned back, he simply wasn't there anymore. He had limited supply of air, Anona. I'm afraid for him. Anona says, hypothesis. We will learn more by examining the northern lake bed cave where Coleus disappeared. Search quickly, everyone. We have no time to squander. Okay. So we're clearly on south end, I think. Well, I think we're still north, but we're gonna head even further north. Go through here. I think I'm heading south. It's okay. Okay, so this is the escape pod. I don't need to go here. Now we're going to go to the northern end. See if we can't find the lake bed cave. Go ahead and refuel my oxygen and other stuff. Actually, I'm going to take my ship over to there. Good. That's not good. I didn't realize I parked my ship like an idiot. Okay, made it. So I gotta explore this cave. We're gonna start left. Found something. Coleus is missing. He vanished from the lake bed cave, the one at the bottom of the dry lake bed at the North Pole, several days ago, and we're unable to find any trace of him. I don't know how much air he had when he disappeared. I beg any friend reading this, help us recover Coleus. That's Melore. I still haven't found lake bed cave. I wonder if that's at the bottom. Melore, this rock is very familiar. Did you travel here? A sedimentary friend. Does your unique color and texture appear identical to the rock I met earlier? Wasn't this the same rock fragment in the cave we found at the bottom of the dry lake bed? North Pole? Coleus says we plan to re-examine the northern lake bed cave. Maybe our friendly rock will meet us down there. Says, an update. Melore and I went back to the lake bed cave and observed this rock again. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it isn't. That means this rock wanders like Quantum Moon does. How curious. It's not here. Let's try going over Lisa way. Headed towards the South Pole, so I don't know if I want to head this way or not. Seeing where this leads, then I'll head back to the North Pole. Hmm. Let's explore this a little bit. This would be the North Pole. Actually, I want to explore this a little bit more. Is that the North Pole? Horsfield asked me to update our star chart, so I'm out here observing. It's one of the best places in the solar system to spot astronomical events, you know. What's weird is I've actually seen a couple of supernova today. Usually I'd be fortunate just to see just one. Keep an eye on on the stars, and maybe you'll spot one yourself. Let's see. On their notes about. Bramble quite literally appeared at the center of the fifth planet and began destroying it from the inside out. Eventually, the planet shattered completely, and shards were flung across space. Some of these shards collided with the celestial body in our solar system, such as Atarock, which I believe is how its biggest crater was formed. Found Nomai writing about a hidden planet. How fascinating! It might interest you to know the existence of an additional planet is entirely plausible. If you look at the physics of our solar system, it would just have to be incredibly far out there, further than Earthen ships would be able to travel. Honestly, we don't know all that much about what's out there. The farther we go, the less we know. As such, it's well within the realm of possibility such a planet exists. Know my writing about the quantum moon. Oh yes, everybody loves a good mystery, don't they? Who wouldn't wonder about a moon that's sometimes there and sometimes not? I've observed the quantum moon orbiting each of the 5 planets, but sometimes it quite simply disappears from the sky altogether. Maybe there's another place it travels to. Fortunately, if there is, I've never seen it. Perhaps if I take a closer look at these star charts. I spotted supernova. Supernovae look like look like extra bright stars to the naked eye, but if you zoom in with your signal scope, you can tell they are actually enormous explosions. Massive stars go supernova at the very end of their lifespans, which is why it's so unusual to see 2 in a single day. I wonder if some of these stars are older than we realized. What are you doing out here? Right now I'm documenting stars. Hornfels noticed our star charts are out of date. They asked me to update them. Please don't tell the others I said this, but sometimes I think I'm the only traveler out here interested in doing any science at all. Maybe don't tell Hornfels either. I think they're pretty deep in denial. Where should I explore here? To be honest, I haven't left this lake bed. I don't mean to brag, but I'm really quite good with the little scout. So I've been taking pictures of everything from right here on my campsite. Seen the old shipwreck site on Ember Twin's southern hemisphere? One shooting a bright beam of light into the sky. It's not there. It's not one of our own crashes, surprisingly enough. This one's a Nomai ship. See that? Find a Nomai ruins across the Twins. Strangely, not a single settlement. Believe me, there was one to see. I've seen it with my little scout. Where did they live? Not on the surface, clearly. Ember Twin is full of cave systems, though. Maybe the answer lies underground? How dangerous is that column of falling sand? On a scale of 1 to dead, I'd give it a 7 or 8. Awfully pretty, though. Right now, sand is flowing from Ash Twin to Ember Twin. Did you know the process eventually reverses? I didn't know. We're not completely sure why the sand flows back and forth between the twins, but it seems to be a natural phenomenon. Oh, if you'd like to see something interesting, check out the other twin once a little more of its sand strains off. I promise you won't be disappointed. Alright. Talking to him updated our ship log, too. We're gonna go back over here. I've already been here. Okay, I'm gonna keep my scout here, so I at least know that one. And that cave shard's 29 meters. Wonder if I could go down more, one more level. Seemed like it. It's the other one I've seen, right? Yep, this is the other one I've seen. Island shard. What the hell does that mean? Oh, interesting. I think these cacti are also... maybe shards, but... I'll get in that cave. Seen what, 10 supernovas already? 12? They're in double digits now. And that's, you know, not normal. Not normal at all. Why are so many stars going supernova? I have no idea. Massive stars go supernova when they reach the end of their lifespan, so it's possible that the stars are older than we realized. Maybe our models are wrong and they don't live as long as we expected. Honestly, I'm not fond of either option. If our charts are wrong, what else is wrong? And our sun? No, I shouldn't jump to conclusion. I probably overlooking something. That's it. Just need to collect more data. God damn it. God damn it. I didn't mean to get caught under there, I thought. At time. Stupid. Stupid fat hobbits. Alright, I need to find Lake Bed Cave. My best bet will probably be early on when the sand is low, or later on if the sand is low again. We also got a ship log update, so go read that. Update for us. Camp chirp spotted an unusually high number of supernovas recently. Quantum moon right there. trying to find... That's the South Pole, right? Ah, this is it. I don't like these cave shards. They keep fucking with me. 226 meters. Oh shit. I thought I was goner there. How am I supposed to find this fucking shard? 219 meters away. My scout is way over there. Triangulate the positions here. Lame. Fire. Quantum shits too. Out here like a freaking idiot. I don't know what I'm doing, man. Someone was just at, right? God damn. Ah, I don't like this lake bed fucking one. I'm in the North Pole. There's too many goddamn lake shards that are near here. Fucking A. That's not the one I want. But there's another one over here, maybe? No, that's a museum shard. That's a different planet. God damn it. Suffocate unless I get out of here real quick. At least go to here and get some fuel and air. This isn't going how I wanted it to. What was this place? God damn it. Poked. Okay. Okay, this isn't going as well as I hoped. Go, take a walk. No. I'm gonna grab, heat up some spaghetti and start eating that. All right. I don't want to explore yet. Oh. Work with the crap. Clearly a cave there. Clearly a cave there. Clearly a cave there. Another cave over here. Where's the fucking entrance? What's up, Ant Ball? How's it going, man? How are you? Struggling on this planet. I'm pretty good. That's good. That's good. Hmm. Yeah, it is a maze under the surface. I should probably go back to the Sunless City, although I don't know how much I have yet to explore there. So I don't know where the freaking thing there is. Around here? Oh, there's something here. There we go. There we go. No, this door will need to remain closed for some time, this Rami. For some time. Pi and I are running an experiment based on the extraordinary findings from the White Hole Station. Rami and I will be running this experiment until one of us, specifically me, can prove the other wrong. So, although it's inconvenient, the lab currently can only be accessed by the path from the Sunless City. An update. The Higher Energy Lab is now being used to design the Ash Twin project. You're in here to, or if you're here to help, or even just observe, be sure to use the Sunless City path to the lab. Okay. So I need to go back to Sunless City and explore a little bit more there. This is High Energy Lab. Okay. That's good to know. Sunless City. We can get there from here. Although the sand might be a little bit high for Sunless City. And my fuel's a little low, so let's go back to ship. Ooh. I've been to Sunless, yeah. I did the anglerfish, yeah. Is it anglerfish or angelfish? No, I can't remember. Learned a little bit about how they're blind. But I think there's some paths in Sunless City I didn't explore. I would say there certainly is if I haven't gotten to the higher energy lab. So. I don't really know how to get to Sunless City from there, even though it said it was close by, but I do know how to get to Sunless City from here. shortcut next to gravity cannon. I like that ball back. Alright. Taking this path a few times, so I should have it mostly remembered. Well, the sand's too high. Maybe screwed here. We'll find out. Messed up. That might be hard for me to find. That might be hard for me to find. Read this a few times. A few times here. I get it. You can get out by it in the Eye Shrine District. I don't know if I've done the Eye Shrine District. We'll check it out. Next time we have to go here, I'll go to the Gravity Canyon and see if I can't find this way. Let's see what's over here. I've been up here, so explore this first. Solenum. This person who has taken the trip to the quantum moon. The person, the Nome. You say Nome or Nomai? Mm-hmm. I have noticed how it's like more scribbled. Is that because it's a child's writing? Ah, I knew it. I knew it. That's funny. I did notice that because they talked about the children playing hide and seek and stuff, and I noticed that the writing was not as like smooth of a line. It gets better. Interesting. Is that the handwriting in Brittle Hollow? Because I remember seeing some people talking, or some Nomai talking about living up to like the hype of his mentor, and I think that writing looked pretty good in around the what's that place called? Where the Black Hole Forge and all those stations are, like the school district and all those. All right. don't know why everyone says the eye is important. They say it brought us to the solar system. Is that good? Dad told me lots of Nomai died when our clan came here. What if the eye wanted that to happen? What if the eye isn't something good? One piece of the Nomai writing that struck deep. Interesting. Interesting. I'm hoping that these creators have a new game out that's like within the next year or two, because I'm really enjoying this, and I think this is like the first game from these developers. Well, I don't really know what it... Interesting. Oh shit, I was like, looks like a place there. Nope, that's just sand filling up the room. That's just some sand. Oh god, touch that. Dark matter. Yeah, I just purchased the DLC last night. I'm like, yes, I want more. I'm in. In. Dang it. Sand. Hate sand. Grab it. Okay, let's... I can kind of reverse engineer this little shortcut here. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay. It's easy enough to find. If I look at the downward slope of the gravity cannon, I can get here through that hole right there. Nice! Oh, nice. Okay. Well, the sand's up high here. I do want to explore Ash Twin. So let me get back to my ship real quick. There's DLC for this game that's almost the same length as the main game. And be right back. Sounds good. These towers are like this. So a place to explore. Okay. That's obviously a transportation thing. Let's just get out and get with it. Our first delivery. Here are one work core, fresh from the Black Hole Forge. Root is installing the core's sibling on Brittle Hollow as I write this. I wish I could wait here for you to arrive but the forge and my unfinished work there is calling. I'll return with more materials soon. My gratitude, Clary. With this, the Ash Twin project is underway. Yarrow says, confess, I'm deeply curious about what you and Poke found on Whitehole Station. That started this project. Could I visit sometime to learn more? Clary says, I recommend you do. The Whitehole Station is the model for the towers being built for the Ash Twin project. So a visit to the station would be doubly useful. I suppose more precisely, I would like to visit the Whitehole Station with you, Clary. It says, Yarrow, stop using this scroll wall to flirt with my sister. In romantic matters, her destiny rivals and neutron stars. Don't meet her on the Whitehole Station. Clary says, I'd be happy to explain our findings. No! Dang it. I messed that up. Question is, how in the heck am I going to get back to Sun Twins, or the Hourglass Twins? This will probably take me back to Brittle Hollow. I've read all this, but let me... Can't use this projection stone somewhere. I read all that too, but... Oh. I think I read that too. Writing struck with me is from a lover whose partner was missing. It reads fully, "Are you out there? I am unsure how to survive this place without you. I am unsure how to be me without you." Yeah, I read that too. Alright, we're about to go supernova here, but it's okay. Damn. I think I uncovered something, though. I have a theory I want to try out. So I've been to Brittle Hollow, and I've used the, what's it called, melting something to lift the Black Hole Forge elevator, and then I couldn't figure out how to get to the Black Hole Forge, but I was just at Ash Twin, and it warped me to the ceiling of Brittle Hollow, where I think the Black Hole Forge ends up going up to. So I think I'll be able to enter the Black Hole Forge if I take that warp from Ash Twin to Brittle Hollow. Nice. Hey, nice. Thank you. Thank you. So, that's going to be one of the next things we do. I'm probably going to run around Sunless City some more and try to uncover a thing or two in there. Add a death. Hypothesis. Shoot 'em up is not an idiot. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to try to get to the high energy lab. And then once the sand gets high enough, I'll try to warp over to Brittle Hollow. So I'm going to go Brittle Hollow first. Because it says the high energy lab can only be accessed by a path from Sunless City. Let's go Brittle Hollow. We're going to go to... can't remember. Hanging City. I don't remember the easiest way to get to the Hanging City, but... took me a while to figure out how to get to the Southern Observatory, too. That was kind of a puzzle traveling there. I was walking up all these walls with gravity stones and whatnot. Uh-oh, I have the hiccups. Ate too fast. Antball, what other games have you been playing? Okay, there's a bunch of different ways I remember how to get to that Hanging City. One of them is maybe this way? I think this is the fastest, but then again, I remember. I think this is wrong, but not the path I was planning on taking. I think I probably just landed my ship in the freaking Hanging City at one point. Yeah, this was not the way I was planning on taking, but we got there. Let's go to here. Gotta go to, I think it's called Meltwater, which is the second one. What is it called? Yes, Meltwater District. Meltwater District, we gotta go here. The Blackwater Forge should move up to the ceiling, and the next time I warp here, I should have it like right in front of me or be able to enter it. Nice. Stay up there now. You here? Okay, so now I gotta find a way back to my ship. I've read all this stuff here. It'd probably be helpful to read it all again, but I ain't gonna. Remember how to get out of here. I think I remember one way, which was to go much the way I just came from, maybe? Not going the way I just came from, but I think there was like a exit somewhere around here. Glacier exit. It's right here. Where's this at? This is the northern part? Okay. North Pole part. Yeah. You can find that pretty easily, I think. Future purposes. Alright, let's get to my ship. go to Hourglass Twins. There's a phantom moon. Keep an eye on that sucker. Okay, now the question is there enough revealed to go to the ceiling? Because I'd like to do that. I think there is. Ah! There is. Oh god. Sandstorm. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh shit. Oh, Darude Sandstorm? Oh fuck, this door's broken? Where am I going then? Oh. My friends visiting from the Hanging City. We are planning the Ash Twin project at the High Energy Lab on Ember Twins Equator. So I still gotta go to High Energy Lab, of course. I became lost on Ember Twin. My gratitude Raimi found me. This convoy. I says, this convoy. I became lost on Ember Twin. My gratitude that Raimi found me. But the High Energy Lab is the building with the large solar panels. I'm surprised I didn't see it. Okay, I've seen that building. Or the on the planet at least. And he says, I imagine our otherwise immensely clever convoy would lose his own head if it weren't anatomically impossible. Log updated, nice. So where's this going to transport me to? And where's this going to transport me to? It transports me anywhere. Damn, really confused by these twin tower thingies. Pick that up. Let's just go for it. I don't think this is gonna send me. Broken. Fine. Oh, it's probably gonna transport me to. I don't want to get transported there. Ah. Brittle Hollow? Probably not. Damn it. I thought that was a transport spot. It's not. How did I get there before? Is that the platform? Oh, this might have been it. Find out. Yeah, that was probably it, right? What's that too? Okay. Ashen Twins got me wondering. Oh, I'm on Timber Hearth. Okay. Okay, I think this is the one. I wonder if there's a way to tell which one you can transport to. I haven't figured that out yet. What's up, Gatorons? How are you? Okay, this is where we want to go. This is where we wanted to go. Don't fall off the ceiling. Oh god. Okay, I know exactly where I'm at. Perfect. Black Hole Forge, north, 40 meters. I might have went the wrong way, but... Epilepsy hasn't been on my side lately. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm glad you're doing better today. That's all we can ask for, right? Surf. Oh, I know exactly where we are. Okay. Check these areas here. Yes. Let's go over here. Let's read this text. Coal Forge, left, 30 meters. I've been waiting to get here. What have you been up to recently? Anything new? Some projection stones and whatnot here. It's just near that bordering area while Black Hole Forge is in operation. Blog updated. Nice. Ash Twins Project Stone. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It took me 5-10 hours to really start to get used to it, and I'm probably 22 hours deep into the game, and really enjoying the puzzles and mysteries, and trying to like think about, oh, what can I do and where can I go and how do these everything interconnect. It's a really well thought out game, and I'm really enjoying it. Did you play it? I tried Pokemon Pokepia. What'd you think of that? That's the one on the, is that on the Switch 2? Or is it on both Switch and Switch 2? Oh god. Okay, regarding the warp towers on Ash Twin, does each tower have to be perfectly aligned with the center of the astral body which it is tuned? I enjoy precision as much as the next nome, but if, for example, a tower's base were to shift even slightly, that tower might no longer align with its astral body. More accurately, I enjoy precision as much as the next Nomai, provided the next Nomai is not Poke. Poke says, we don't need the alignment angle to be exact. It only needs to be within 5 degrees of the astral body's center. Of note, this gives us a slightly longer warp window. I imagine this window will last roughly several seconds. As such, any Nomai stepping onto the warp platform during this active window will be immediately warped. We will need to be careful around the platform for the duration of the time it's active to avoid accidental transportation. Okay, so we have this too. It says, where am I taking this first black hole core? And where am I taking the remaining cores once they're ready? All the warp towers are being constructed on Ash Twin, so the black hole cores will go there. My gratitude. In that case, Poke Clary, I'm leaving for delivery. I'll send Yarrow your regards. Says, Poke, I'll return to the forge shortly. I'm going to catch up to Root and help him deliver the first core to Ash Twin. Just make sure Yarrow receives it. Poke says, of course you are. Root says, where am I taking the first black hole core, and where am I taking the remaining cores once they're ready? All the warp towers are being constructed on Ash Twin, so the black hole cores will go there. Gratitude. In that case, Poke Clary, I'm leaving for delivery. I'll send Yarl your regards. Says, Poke, I'll return to the forge shortly. I'm going to catch up to Root, and help him deliver the first core to Ash Twins. Just make sure Yarl receives it. Of course you are. It says, white hole cores are for the warp receivers. Each of the 6 receivers are being constructed at different locations, so those deliveries will be greater pain in your cervical spine. It's the neck area, pain in the neck. Tower designs in the high energy lab on Ember Twin reveal each receiver's location. Ask Yarrow, he's familiar with them. Okay, so I still gotta get to the high energy lab. That will solve things for me. Got another scroll we can plop in here. Let's go ahead and do that. Poke says, of note, Yara believes he spotted a flaw in the warp tower designs, namely that one of the warp towers on Ash Twin will never activate because its warp receiver will never align overhead. Does your romantic interest think a warp tower's alignment point is its receiver? Does he not know that a warp tower always aligns with the center of the corresponding astral body? Says, that isn't an unreasonable belief, given the receiver does have to be located on or in close orbit around the relevant astral body. It also says, I seem to recall that was your understanding of warp technology at first. Claire says, no Jarl understands the distinction. He likely doesn't realize the hourglass twins are so close together they function as a single astral body, with a shared alignment point in between them. Like this is relevant somehow. And then there was a statue. Statue. That's what we have in this room, I think. Let's take this outside. Clary says, I have good news, Jarl. The advanced warp core is ready to be installed at the central chamber of Ash Twins. He says, no it isn't. Jarl says, is everything well at the forge? He says, the core's durability could still be improved. I need more time. Clary says, don't worry, love. Poke is only nervous. The core is extraordinary, and her design work is beautifully clever. Ignore her, Jarl. The core is finished. If my sister tells you otherwise, she will be finished as well. Intrigued, love. Everyone here is working on the Ash Twins project. Everyone here working on the Ash Twins project is excited to see it. Pi is beside herself with joy. Let's take this over to... This is to Ash Twins project, so we get a little glimpse here. I've seen these masks a few different times at a few different projection places for Ash Twins. Fell off the planet. Okay, what do we want to do now? We go back to my ship and refuel. Make sure I didn't miss anything over here. What was over here again? Oh yeah. Get to the surface from over there. Here I'll work back to Ash Twin. Let's see. Yes, Outer Worlds is fun to me. I have played it, and Pokemon Poketopia 2 or Pokopia is switched to exclusively. Interesting. Interesting. You know, I've never played any Pokemon, and there's no reason I haven't, other than I just never have, you know? That's probably a game I need to give a try one of these days. Yeah, where do we want to go? I'm gonna go to my ship and stuff figured out, but Maybe yes, they are quite good when you let them. They're definitely more simple. The Pokemon games. Yeah, I even want to try like some of the old school ones, like the Pokemon Red and whatever the early color Pokemons were. Okay, Yara says, some time has passed since I checked with Upai. How are you and Adea progressing with the Sun Station plans? I says, presently my assessment is that our plan will either fail explosively or succeed explosively. I says, you know, I don't find that funny. I don't know if I've read these, but... Indeed. Indubitably. Alright, let's see. So the two things I could do now is go to Sunless City and try to get to the high energy lab. I could take a detour and try to go to Interloper and see if there's anything. I know there's some, like, apparently some fissure in the ice, and that's where the Nomai went to. So I could maybe try to uncover that a bit. See what the ship log has to say. Things. We got some things. We got alignment angle. Oh, that's the alignment angle diagram. Okay. I was wondering what the heck that even meant, but diagram depicting alignment of angle between a warp tower and its corresponding astral body. Warp tower alignment angles are not exact. They only need to be within 5 degrees of an astral body's center. This results in slightly longer warp windows that last roughly several seconds. Anyone stepping onto the warp platform during this active window will be immediately warped. 52 is definitely not the worst I've seen. Well, we ain't done yet. We ain't done yet. I did die in 60 seconds for an achievement, so... Warp tower's alignment point is not the warp receiver. Rather, a warp tower always aligns with the center of its corresponding astral body. The warp receiver must be located on or in close orbit around the relevant astral body. The hourglass twins are so close together they function as a single astral body with a shared alignment point in between them. All of the warp towers were being constructed on Ash Twin, while the 6 warp receivers were being constructed at different locations. For the achievement. Yeah. Yeah. For the trophy, you know? Trophy hunting. Come on. All the warp towers were being constructed on Ash Twin. The 6 warp receivers were being constructed at different locations. A Nomai named Poke successfully forged an advanced warp core for the Ash Twin project. And Ash Twin, we got some stuff. At Sun Station. There's a way to safely travel to the Sun Station from Ash Twin. The Nomai debated building a Sun Station in order to power Ash Twin project. Nomai built something called the Sun Station, but not everyone supported its construction. Still some mystery behind that. Energy lab. Negative time interval measured at the White Hole Station was further investigated at the High Energy Lab in the canyon at Ember Twins Equator. The Ash Twin project was planned at the High Energy Lab, a building with large solar panels on Ember Twins Equator. The High Energy Lab can only be accessed by a path from the Sunless City. I intend on going there. Ash Twin Tower Design. There are tower designs in the High Energy Lab that reveal each warp receiver's location. It's going to be helpful. I feel like that needs to be one of our next things we do. Ash Twins Project. Advanced warp core was approved for installation in the central chamber of Ash Twin. So yeah, definitely the High Energy Lab is going to be one of the next places I go. Question is, do I keep playing? Get some stuff ready for tomorrow. To the Sunless City. It's gonna be our next next location. Help me figure out some Sun Station as well as the Ash Twin Towers. Lab will help me figure out stuff. The Ash Twin Project. What else? What else? I'd say that's about it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, says Gatorons. Go to the interlooper real quick. Let's check that out again. Found a Nomai shuttle almost completely encased in ice. The Nomai landed on the interloper not long after its arrival in the solar system. Shuttle's equipment heard strange energy readings coming from somewhere beneath the surface. There were 3 Nomai. I always can interchange Nomai and Nomai. Nomai aboard the shuttle. One of them stayed behind to keep the shuttle warm while the others explored the interloper. Clearly, the Nomai who stayed behind lost contact with the other 2 after they descended below the interloper's surface. Surface energy readings. Shuttle's equipment heard strange energy readings from somewhere beneath the surface. 2 of the Nomai located in a fissure in the ice of the interloper's sunward side. Descended inside to investigate. Let's do it. Let's freaking go there real quick. A little detour. And then Sunless Station, High Energy Lab will be another one we do. I don't know if we'll do it this stream or next stream. Aligning, accelerating towards destination. Firing retro rockets. What's that? Okay, so that's the fissure right there. Very close to Dark Bramble. That's the frozen shuttle. Ice skating up in here. Cracking. Be in there. Oh, dope. What? Pi says, I'm receiving much stronger energy readings now that we're beneath the crust. Whatever it is must lie somewhere below, closer to the comet's center. I'm starting to think it's more dangerous than we realized. Pi says, Clary, can you hear us? Clary says, yes, but your voices are faint. I fear we will lose communication entirely if we continue any deeper. He says, keep the shuttle warm for us, Clary. We'll return the moment we identify the source of the energy readings. Clary says, I understand, but be cautious. Both of you. I think that's the safest of the routes, right? Oh, I could take this route too. That looks dangerous. Looks kind of dangerous too, but Go there. Begs the question, where do I go? I can maybe make that. No! No! I can't make that. Let's see what the shiplog has to say. More to explore here. That's the ruptured core. Alright, I think... What time is it? 8:04? Damn. I don't want to keep playing, but... Should probably get some work done for tomorrow. I'm gonna quit playing for now. I have all weekend to pretty much play and hopefully beat this. I don't know if I want to say hopefully beat this game, but play and beat this game. Girlfriend won't be here this weekend, so we'll play a little bit of Outer Wilds on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Maybe see if TG or one of my other roommates want to play some Ravens Watch this evening. But save that for an hour or so. Alright, y'all. It's fun. Got some things discovered tonight. Black Hole Forge was a big one. I think we will have the Ember Twin a lot more discovered there on my next playthrough, as well as the Interloper. Ash Twin as well. I think we're getting close. We still got to get to Sun Station and the Quantum Moon. Those are the big mysteries right now. So, and the vessel. I've been to the vessel. I just don't know why there's a big old question mark, or if I'll have to go back to the vessel once I understand it a little bit better. Alright, so Gatorons, Ant Ball, and Arcaniaz. Thanks for hanging out tonight. It was a lot of fun.